Good evening, everyone, because it's evening that I'm recording this video, right? I hope you can hear me because they're doing a lot of like background noise where I am. There's carpentry work going on, and there are some livestock that might make noise, right? But today I want to share my testimony. Yeah, a miracle happened in my life, and it would be unfair of me not to talk about the goodness of God, the faithfulness of God, right? So on Sunday, when I was coming back from church, I hope this helps somebody to have faith in God. I hope this helps somebody to trust in God, even when it looks as if there is no way, right? So on Sunday, today's Thursday, so on Sunday while coming back from church, I'm sorry it took me a while to like gather my thoughts and everything, and I just kept postponing like recording this testimony, but like I knew I just had to do it, right? I'm talking too much. Okay, let's get right into the video. On Sunday when I come back from church, so my bag got missing. I lost my bag. How it happened? Actually, I was with my man, right? So we're coming back from church. Actually, I'm not married, though, but like, yeah, my man, my boyfriend, right? And so like when we got to Beggar, because we wanted to like go to the supermarket first, right? Before I would go home, right? So when we got to Beggar, I don't know if you know Beggar, that under bridge place, right? When you're coming from Lagos, that place will drop you where they will drop you where you enter out this Iba for under that bridge area, directly under the staircase was where we stood after I got down from the Ikeja bus, because my church is in Ikeja. And so after like we got down and everything, because he wanted to like meet somebody, because somebody forgot their phone in church. We are workers, and one of the workers, like it's basically a worker, I don't even remember, but one of the like member of our church forgot his own phone in church, right? So he wanted to give the person, because the person attended first service and we attended second service, you get, so like the phone was with him till second service, and then he like figured out, okay, we'll just give this person a beggar before we like go to the supermarket and get things that we need to get, right? So this person came to where we were, because we stood directly under the bridge waiting for this person, and this person was so grateful and everything, right? So mind you, we were carrying a lot of load, like a lot of nylon, bags, and the kind of person that he is, he would not let me carry anything, right? Giving me princess treatment and all. And so when this person, the other person that was supposed to collect his phone came, right? So he dropped everything on the floor to bring out the phone from his pocket. He was carrying a lot of load, right? To bring out the phone from his pocket and give this person, right? Which he did, and the person was grateful and everything. So the person drove off, and we were like, okay, well, what's our next move? How we get to the supermarket that we're going to and all. I don't know, I was so tired on that Sunday, right? So immediately we climbed the staircase. Like it wasn't even like halfway on the staircase. We were trying to cross to the other side of Beggar to get to the supermarket first. Before he just flinched, I was like, where is your bag? Shit. The rate at which I ran down that staircase. Hey! I ran down that staircase with so much speed. Like when I got down, I didn't see the bag. It was like super story. My phone was inside, my purse was inside, everything that I carried to church was inside that bag, right? And so I didn't even know what to do. I was so confused. My brother is looking at me. Sorry. I was so confused. I was like, bag was inside the bus. I left it like how, because inside the bus I was holding the bag. It was when I was about to come down from the bus that he assisted me, so that I would just come down from the bus without holding anything, right? And then I looked left, looked right. I was so confused. Hey, and mind you, this phone is not up to 6 months, so the phone that I just bought, hey, the story about how I even got that phone is a story for another day. It's a miracle on its own, because I didn't even get that phone by my own power. It was God. Let me just say, it was God that gave me that phone, right? He actually gave me 2 phones, which I'll talk about in another video, right? Maybe part 2 or so. So like I was so confused. Jesus, I kept asking because there was one girl selling plantain right in front of where we stood. I was asking her that, did she see the bag? Did she see where it fell? Because I kept thinking where he dropped all the load to give the guy the phone from his pocket. Maybe that was where the bag fell. And the bag is actually a very small bag, small white bag, that when you pick all your load, like you might not pick it because it's so short and small. I mean, it doesn't have any. It just has like a handle on the head. Please don't even see this thing happened to anybody. So I was so confused. He came down and I started panicking. Jesus, I kept walking around this under the staircase, looking so confused, trying to ask all those Agbero there, like, did they see anybody that picked the bag? Did they see the bag? I kept explaining it's a wise bag. Even one Agbero didn't even answer me. He was just looking at me like, who is this auntie? Like, he was so vexed as per, auntie, this is not the time for all this. I kept asking. I can smile now because looking back. So like, cut the long story short, we kept on walking around. I was like, it looked like a film to me. I was like, so my bag that contains my phone is not with me. Hey, Jesus, I cannot explain it though. And so he was calm. He was like, we should pray. God, I beg. At the point I looked at him like, like what are you even saying? Like, would you calm down? Because I wasn't wearing heels, so he had an extra slippers in his bag. He was like, okay, do you know what we'll do? Let's just go to that. There's like a back where you can rest your. I don't know how to explain the place. There's like a pavement right at that place. So he was like, come to this place. Can you just firstly swap your slippers from heels and wear my extra palm, and then we can pray about it. right? But actually, the truth is that this is not the only time something there has happened to me that I felt peace. My flesh wanted to panic, but then my spirit was calm. I could not explain this dilemma. And then I was not thinking that if these people are looking at me and they see that I'm calm, they will not know that my phone have lost. Like, why am I calm? Do you get? I just keep thinking about, like, how come I lose a phone and I'm saying like I'm calm? Do you get? Then he said we should pray. We went back like to that pavement side and then we prayed about it, right? And then I felt peace. Like, I already felt peace in my heart, right? But then people around me, I was trying to explain, I lost my phone. I don't know where I can go find this bag. But then the fact that I was trying to tell them, please, I was so scared that maybe they took it and they maybe kept it somewhere, so I'll not see it. Do you get? In the rush of maybe the few seconds where we used to climb the staircase and they just moved the bag and kept it somewhere. Do you get? I was not trying to beg them, please, please. I was even trying to cry. I cannot lie, at the point I started to cry. God, he could not even contain how he was feeling. I was just so confused. But I don't even know why I'm even laughing, because actually, like, this thing was not even like really funny, right? So after we prayed, he decided that he would go and look for the bus that we entered. Maybe he was inside the bus, I forgot it. So we go and look for the person. So he had to climb the bridge and go to the other side to go to where their park is to look for the person, right? The bus driver that we entered. But the thing is that I don't even remember the face of the person, like, because we started at the back, so like I don't even have the face. If we don't even know the exact person that was the driver, but I don't know. I think when coming down, I sighted like an Ankara shirt that the man wore on his like driver's seat, right? That was what actually stood out to me. So after he went, I just stayed with the rest of the load, right? And then I was just looking at all the bus drivers that were coming, dropping people all the way from Ikeja, right? Like, to know whether I can even like see the person. And luckily for me, weirdly, I don't even know how I even recognized the Ankara that the man wore on his driver's seat, right? So immediately I sighted it, I just looked at, this might be the person. So I ran to the driver and was asking him that, hey Joe, move back in motor, because I had to secure, right? And the man recommended with that, imagine now, so he said that he did not even know that maybe one of his passengers already carried the bag, because he sat at the back. I was like, hey, that maybe one of his passengers already carried the bag. I was not even begging him, thinking maybe he saw it and he hit it. So I was like, immediately I saw that, this man is not the one that carried this. Sorry, these are my churches, right? Like I saw that it was not this man. Like, the driver is not even. There's no even hope in this being like in the bus that we took. I was like, Jesus, phone that I just bought, iPhone 13. Where I want to see the boy. Like, I don't even know how to tell my people. I didn't even know how to tell my brother. I didn't know how to tell my mom. I was like, Jesus, how am I going to tell them that phone that is not even up to 6 months? I've lost it. I sat down at that place. Even me that was pressed from church, that was like, when I reached the market, I'll go and pee. I don't pee for like 4 hours. I sat down at that beggar. At a point, I started like speaking in tongues, going back and forth. Every time I tell this story, it looks as if it's like it still like feels surreal to me. Like, this thing really happened. So I kept walking back forth at that beggar, right? Praying in tongues. So at the point where I started to lose faith that time is going. I have to resort to telling my brother. I have to resort to telling my mom. How do I want to even tell them? How do I want to even start? How would I spend Christmas without phone? Hey, Jesus, this, that. So we sat down at that beggar, that pavement side, waiting under the sun, right? And so he was like, okay, since you're pressed, there's like an Ichu KFC close to that place, at that filling station, right? Go there and just ease yourself. Then after that, we'll know the next thing to do. So I took his own phone and I kept calling my phone. Do you know that immediately we noticed that this phone was lost? In total, that we called that phone was over 30 times, right? I kept calling that phone. So as I was on my way to pee, I continued calling the phone. And when I had just crossed the road, just to like a mini road crossing, right, just to get to the Ichu where I was just eating, there was a KFC in one filling station beside that place, right? So immediately I just crossed there, I was still calling the phone. Immediately I called it one time like this. That's how somebody picks the call. Can't see begging. Immediately I was like, hey Joe, please sir, a mini money phone. That's how the guy was like, let me phone you. That does not pick a call. That not pick up for up to 30 times. He was like, let me phone you. Auntie, let me phone you. He was not saying that, where am I? That can I come to Kara? Now if you know how the transport system works, then you know that after New Garage, you see Kara. Kara is where they sell all this round and stuff like that, right? So my phone, that means it fell at that spot and the person picked it. Like, just when he said, can I come to Kara? I can come. Where exactly are you? He said, okay, that should not even worry that he will come to where I was. I told him I was still a beggar. He said, that he will come to where I was. See, when the Holy Spirit will walk in your matter. And before then, sorry about the voice. And before then, right, when doubts started to creep in my heart, right, it felt like my spirit was like, it's easier to have faith. I don't know how it's easier to have faith and you don't know where your bag is, you don't know where your phone is, but it was easier for me to have faith rather than doubts, because if I start to doubt, I'll start to panic and then like I'll be sad and everything, I'll just be confused and everything, I'll just be distraught, right? So it was easier for me to be delusional, to have faith that food and bag that I've left your house for about 4 hours can come back to you. So he asked me where I was and I said I was at Beggar, and then he said okay fine, that he would bring the phone to me, he would come and meet me, right? I should wait for him at that staircase where you climb to the bridge in front. I should wait there. I was like okay fine. I walked back to where my man was and I was like, this is the update. He picked the call. He was just looking at me like, really? of course he had faith before then, right? And so like I said, okay, fine, I would go and wait for this person. So I went to the staircase of that bridge and I was waiting. The guy spoke Yoruba to me. So after I started waiting, the guy stopped picking my calls. I started calling my phone, he was not picking. I called my phone, he was not picking. I called my phone, he was not picking. Jesus, I started to panic again. I was like, God, please complete what you've started, because maybe this person has changed his mind. How can he even return the phone? Probably he's even thinking that maybe I already even gathered people to even beat him up or something. You know, it's not easy to return something that is like stolen, right? So like, what if different thoughts already cloud his mind? I was just telling God that, please, Father, complete what you have started. As this person have had a change of heart to return this phone, complete what you have started, right? And then my man came to me. I was like, he's not here yet. I said, please, he's not here yet, but let me just stand here alone in case maybe he sees you with me and think that, oh, I called you here to come and maybe harm him or do all this jungle justice or ask him for where he found the bag and stuff, right? So he went to wait at that pavement where we have been sitting. And so finally, after calling, he picked the call. That's the person bringing the phone. He was like, Auntie, me le move phone you. Emma worry me le move phone. Says somebody that's been with the phone for almost 4 hours. So, and I've been calling the phone consistently. I was like, Anna begged him, please, let's just be on the call till we meet, because I cannot handle the heartbreak of him not picking the call again. I was like, please just be on the call. He wasn't like that. He's even seeing beggar like straight, like where like he's even, if I even sight beggar at this point, right, that I should be coming towards where he is. That is after that bridge, right? So I started walking towards where this guy was, and he was on the phone. I didn't even understand what was happening, because even though I prayed for this thing, but I could not really comprehend how this was really happening. So I kept walking. So immediately, like, I just sighted the guy. He was with my phone on his ear. I don't know how to explain how I felt. He carried my bag, and then he carried like a sack. So I think he's all these kind of people that pick up maybe iron or stuff on the road. So if he had picked up the bag, nobody would have suspected him, right? So he carried a sack, and then immediately he came to me. If you don't know how, I just went on my knees. I could not. It was as if I even lost every strength on my knee, because I just went down. I just squat, and I was just in awe. And then I just collected my phone from him. I just kept telling him thank you, even though I knew maybe he was the one that stole it. He kept telling me that, his friends have already taken all the money in my purse and all the money in my bag. I didn't even mind at that point, even though that was like all the cash that I had with me. Like, I didn't even mind at that point, right? I just went to my knees. I was just so grateful. Even I think I had about 2K in my pocket, because my man actually gave me the cash in my pocket, right? So I think out of that 2K, I still gave him 1K from that 2K. That, please take this one. That I'm very grateful that you would even think of bringing back this phone to me. He kept on saying, me, move phone, you know. Immediately I saw the guy, he was dark. He's all these people that, like, he held like this big sack, like I said. I didn't even waste like up to a minute with him. Immediately I just collected my phone, collected my bag. I was so grateful. He said all my things, all my money had gone, but my ATM was in my bag, my ID card was in my purse, everything was in my purse, my notebook that I took, my biro, only my key. I think he's all these iron people, so maybe he took my key, I don't know. But that was not even the bone of contention. Like, I saw my phone, right? He already removed it from the pouch, and he didn't even put it back correctly, because it was upside down. The back of the phone was already dirty. My bag is a white bag and it looked so dirty. You know that he had already opened the back of the phone to even check the kind of phone. So my phone was upside down in the pouch, right? He already checked the phone. He already removed the pouch. You see the back of the phone, right? I just walked back to where he was waiting for me. Like, man was waiting for me, and I had no words. It felt like I didn't even understand what just happened. I carried my bag in my hand. I held my phone. And it felt so real. I wondered what kind of miracle. Because I kept telling God as I sat down there, you are the one that gave me this phone. Like, I'm sorry for my carelessness, but you have to bring this phone back to me. You are the one that gave me this phone. What are the possibility that I lost an iPhone 13 in Bega, which is Lagos, and I would find it back under 4 hours? This is my phone. When I saw it, like, the pouch was upside down. Like, everything was just, the phone was so dirty, but I was so happy that I can lose this phone and find it back. Like, it was so real. And I want to tell you that it just made me realize that, see, God is real. God is real. Because how? I didn't have any GPS. There was no Apple. I didn't even, like, I was not making a mistake with my Apple ID, because it was supposed to be like my name. Like, it was supposed to be like a particular, I don't want to go and be expensive, my Apple ID, but like, I was so panicked to the extent that, like, I couldn't even log in to, like, my own, like, Apple whatever. I just want to tell you that God is real. God is real. I walked home, like, when I go home that day and I opened the door, I didn't even know how to explain to my brother that I lost my phone. Like, he said, where's your phone? I said, when I told him that something happened, but he said, where's your phone? I said, this is my phone. And I said, so what happened? Like, even when I told my mom about this, all she was just saying is a miracle. Because let's just say this guy, let's just say he doesn't know how to operate iPhone. But then there will be people that he can give the phone to. Maybe he can sell it, maybe 50K, or do you get? And in the Nigeria of today, 50K can do something in his life, right? But then God I just kept telling God that, God, you're the one that have the heart of man, and you connect it to wherever it pleases you, right? I just want to use this miracle testimony of mine to encourage somebody that when you feel like all hope is lost, if you ever doubt that is there God, if you ever doubt, like, my life is filled with a lot of testimonies, a lot of miracles, right? If you ever feel like, it does God really exist? He does. He does. He does. Because tell me how. See, I could tell you in and of myself that guy was not going to return that phone because I kept calling that phone. It wasn't like he just saw it and said, let me give this person after 30 minutes. No, it took 4 hours. The Holy Spirit had to work in his heart. I'm sure after he even gave me that phone, maybe you even go back and be thinking that, like, why I give this lady this phone when I feel sorted this bill, I feel sorted that bill. Do you get? I just want to use this medium to, God makes a way where there seems to be no way. Even when I found out that it was not in the boss, that I lost it, I was like, God, where am I supposed to go and look for this phone? God makes a way where there seems to be no way. And another thing that stood out to me that I forgot to add to the testimony was that while I was standing there distraught, when I was standing there at that beggar, with no hope of finding my phone, there was this pregnant lady that came to me. And on a normal day, I would not entertain any pregnant lady or anybody in Lagos coming to explain to me that, oh, this, that, because I know how it is in Lagos, right? But then I was just calm because me that I'm looking for phone, how can I be calm? She came to me and I was like, oh, now she's going home, but then she's so thirsty and she needs drink. She wants to buy drink, that she doesn't have money to buy drink. Actually, I wanted to give her the money, but all my money was inside my bag. Do you get? So I just explained to her, like, in the kindest way possible, which is so unlike me. I told her that, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm looking for my bag and my phone. Like, I don't have any cash on me, right? She was like, oh, sorry about that, and then she left. And then, I don't know, the Holy Spirit started breaking my heart. I later found out that I had like a couple of change in my pocket because I wore these jeans. So I had like 200 in my jeans. So it was not later I now realized, oh, I have change that I can give this one. Even though I didn't even have any, all my money was inside that purse, which I'm sure that I didn't have tea-fare to go home. Do you get? But of course I was with somebody, so do you get? I would still like definitely, God would still definitely make a way for us to go home, right? But then, now I just kept feeling like giving this person something. So I kept seeing the woman at that bigger bridge, at that place, at that pedestrian, that staircase part. I don't know, I kept feeling like giving her. So I told my man that, oh, okay, I feel like I should give this woman. I didn't know where my bag was. I didn't know where, there was no lead though. But I just kept feeling like giving this woman. So he now gave me, he had like change with him. He now gave me like 500. Oh, take this and give the woman to buy a drink, right? He was even surprised that, you that you're looking for, if you are giving somebody. Do you get? But I walked to where the woman was. I checked, I didn't even find her at some point. But later, I saw her standing. So like beside that staircase pass, I walked up to her and I was like, have you later gotten the drink that you said you wanted? She said no, that she has not been able to get the drink. And I said, okay, yeah, this is 500. You can use it to buy the drink that you need. And then she was like, oh, thank you so much. Have you found your bag and your phone? I said, no, I've not found it though. She was like, oh, sorry about that. And that was it, right? I didn't see the woman again. I don't know. But I don't know. I just felt like giving that woman that money. Maybe it was just maybe I don't know the explanation to that, but I just felt like it was a key part of the testimony, right? Giving that woman that money. I don't know whether it was a key part of what God did, right? But yeah, after I gave that woman the money, we still went and sat down for a long time before we now, like, I decided to go and ease myself, and then the man picked call, right? So yeah, I forgot that part and I decided to add it. So yeah, I lost my phone. That's my testimony. I lost my phone in beggar, in the Nigeria of today, when things are hard, and you can, like, even if you still even buy Igbo, do you get? But yeah, the miracle worker, the one that has the heart of man in his hand, and he turned it to wherever he presents it, made me find my phone whenever I reach 6 months. I lost my phone and I got it back. All glory to God. I couldn't have done it. I can't explain it. Even when I shared the testimony countless times, I've shared this testimony to every of my siblings, everybody that gets to hear. But it still feels so real to me. It still feels like, is this really possible? But yeah, that is my testimony. And I'm sharing it for you to be able to trust God. When they say that He is a way maker, there's no way for you to find that phone, but He is a way maker. There's no way for you to give birth to that child, but He is a way maker. He's a miracle worker. He's a promise keeper. He's a light in the darkness, and He will make a way where there seems to be no way for you. He will prove to you that He alone is God. He will do what only He can do. Thank you for listening to this, and may God bless you. Bye.